Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Right, today we've got another beer from Time&Tide, very local to me. They're only about 10 miles away to the south of me in Deal. Well, I think it's the brewery. I think they originated from Deal, but I think the brewery is actually in Eastry, which is between Sandwich just to the north and Deal. So big shout out and thank you to the brewery for bringing these beers round for me. I've got this, I've got I think it's their Soup IPA and the Kraken barrel aged whiskey coffee stout. So big thanks out to Jamie for bringing them round and Kerry for getting in contact with me, so really do appreciate it, thanks a lot. Right, so this beer is Manfred IPA, 5% ABV, 40 IBUs. I don't know what that is representing, whether it's a rugby player or not too sure, but yeah, nice looking can. This beer was canned, I believe, on the 20th of March, last Tuesday. I'm reviewing this on the 26th, which is the Monday, so 6 days ago. So yeah, 40ml can. The hops in this are Mosaic, Simco and Cascade. The malts are Pilsner and Flaked Barley, and then they're using a house yeast for this one. So yeah, this beer is not actually listed on Untapped as I'm recording this, so couldn't find it in their beer list section. So well, under the latest, it's just not there, so I'll have to add it. Can't see any date on the can, but I know it's fresh, it's straight from the brewery. So right, let's crack this open then. Let's see what we get. They also brought me a Time&Tide Teku glass. You'll see it on the beers in it, which is very, very nice of them. I've had quite a few beers from this brewery over the 2.5 years or so I've been reviewing. Let's leave it like that so I can get my fat nose in there. It's just below a 1 finger, pure white head. There we go, you can see the Time&Tide logo. So yeah, lovely looking beer, kind of a light lemon kind of coloured beer, as you can see. There's a decent carbonation for it. It's hazy, but, you know, it's on the kind of just past the medium stage of haziness, if you want to gauge the haze. But yeah, it's a real nice kind of fluffy pure white head. It's going down quite rapidly, but yeah, some bigger bubbles on the outside and some creamier bubbles in the middle. So let's give it a swirl and get an aroma. Oh, getting big pineapple notes. Yeah, nice citrusy lemon, pineapple. Almost like lemon drops. Like almost a slight sherbetness. Sherbetiness. Yeah, smells really good. There might be a hint of mango or something. Certainly melon. I think it's more of the, on the aroma I'm picking up, more of the kind of a light-sided stone fruits, maybe a little bit of nectarine, but it smells really juicy. So 5%. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Cheers, Time&Tide. You can just tell this is uber fresh. I very rarely, I mean, unless you go to the brewery somewhere, wherever, get these beers this fresh. Is, for me, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's either in shops locally or online. But knowing this is really fresh, you can almost taste that. It's just real sharp, very kind of clean. Big pineapple notes right at the front. There is a lingering kind of zestiness on the palate, maybe more lemon than anything else. Very definitely getting that lemon drops, not so much of the sherbetiness I was picking up on the aroma that I am on the palate. Just trying to pick out some other flavours. Very citrusy though, very citrusy indeed. Oh, it's just out of the fridge. It's been in the fridge since Friday, I think. So it's had like 2 and a bit days. I wanted it to settle a little bit. Very smooth, with a nice twang to it, you know. Easy drinking for sure. Not picking up the ABV as you wouldn't at 5% generally. There is a little bit of kind of bitterness coming through, but not overly. Let's pour a little bit in, see if it changes in appearance. The bit at the bottom in case there's any sediment or anything. It's not too bad. Back to a 1 finger fluffy pillowy head. Nice looking beer. It's a real zesty one. Or the lemon pith, I think it's more towards the lemon than orange for the citrusy side of things. There might be a little bit of kind of lime, that dried lime. There is a, let me go again. So easy drinking. It's going down so well. It's got a nice tasty kind of twang to it, I've said already. For what this is, it's a really good beer. 5%, you're not picking up any of that. This could be a little bit too... if you're into your... I'd say if you're into your sours, or... I'm not saying this is a sour, but of course it's an IPA, but it's a little bit, I would almost say slightly kind of lemon tart-ish, but only like the minimum end of that. So if you like your sours or things like that, this could be an IPA kind of gateway for you if you're not into your IPA. So it's a really nice beer, it really is. It's drinking easy. It's a real good palate cleanser, I'd say. It's going more along the lines of a pale ale to my palate, but then I am used to stupid size IPAs, so nice creamy mouthfeel. It's a really nice beer, really nice beer. I don't generally have that many not bad, but below par beers from Time and Tide. I might have had one years ago, I can't remember what it was now, but that beer aside, pretty much everything I've had from them have been top drawer, to be fair. And this is no different. Not saying it because you know, they brought me the beers round and all that. I generally like this beer. I would definitely go out and buy it if you see it. I think it hit the shops on Friday, something like that, last week. So by the time you've seen this review, it'll be around, or you might have had it already, of course, if you're local. I don't think it's online yet, but because they brought out a few beers recently. I think the Soup IPA was one. I think the Double Gin double IPA was another one. So I think they brought out 3 beers in the last sort of month or so. Tasty stuff indeed. This drug going down so well. It's just very light, very inoffensive to my palate. It's got that slight kind of lemon tartness going on. Easy drinking. Not picking up the ABV on this one. I'll imagine this beer, when it gets a little bit warmer, getting into April, you know, that kind of thing, if we get any nice days, crack open a can of this and sit in the garden. It's really, I think this would go down so well. Refresh you, it's really crisp. Nice beer. So in terms of a rating, I'm on my own with this. There's no ratings on Untapped yet. So it's I wouldn't say it's the best beer I've had recently from Time&Tide. I actually quite like their IPL and the St Elmo's Fire Pale. That was very good. This isn't quite up to that, but it's still very good. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I say if when we get some sunnier weather, and I don't know, I mean, this might be a limited release edition. I'm not sure if it's going to be core range or whatever. I don't know all the details yet, but as I'm recording it, but time will tell. Just like the tide. So yeah, a 7.5 out of 10. Good beer, solid. So it's what that would be on Untapped. So a 3.75 if you're looking at Untapped. That's my version of it. Not that I'll put it on there because in case you haven't seen the review. So yeah, check them out. Time&Tide. I'll put all the links down below. This is a Manfred IPA. 5% ABV, 40 IBUs. Thanks to Kerry and Jamie for bringing these beers round for me, and the guys at Time&Tide, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.